Welcome back, guys, to another technique video. Today we're going to be going over the pull back cross, so another single step technique. I'll show you here on the side. I'm going to be taking my rear leg this time, stepping back and then coming back with my own technique. So here I step and come back and cross. I step and I come back, cross, already with my heel up, ready to throw my punch. So I'll show you here on the front side as well. Step, cross, pull back, cross, pull back, cross. I want to keep my hands up. So let's get into the details. When we do that single step, we're moving our head from the distance this time. So we're still in the linear path of our opponent, but we're moving the distance where our face is. Remember, if you have already a wide base, stepping back like this is not really going to move too much. But if you have a shorter base, when you step, you have a lot more distance that you're moving your head out of the way. Now, when does this work very well? Is usually off hooks. Now, the pullback, as long as you're off distance, you can pretty much dodge anything. The only danger into it is that if you're coming back to a linear punch, you can run into it. I'm going to show you one way that you can definitely use this technique extremely effective. And again, it's going to be off the hook and it's going to be off your attack. So let's say that I'm doing my techniques here, hitting my opponent, and usually your opponent will come back. If they're shielding up, they're usually going to come back with a hook or a single punch technique. As they throw that single punch, I slip, boom. Here I'll show you in a sparring session I had. I slip back with that step, pull back, and then land a jab cross. It's the same concept as landing a pullback cross. It's all about that footwork. You make them miss as they're shielding. They're going to throw that looping hook. You make them miss with that pullback cross, and then you land your attack. I finish here with a head kick, which I'll show you how to land later on in our program. Now, when they throw hooks, they're usually going to be like this, opened up for that cross. When they throw a cross, again, you can come back and eventually or potentially run into their punch, into their jab, or into their cross. So it's a great counter versus hooks. So keep that in mind if you're using it for sparring or in your next fighting. So I'm here. I want to step back and come back again, not too big of a base to start off. I want a smaller base here to be able to do that. I'm stepping back with my hands still up. I'm pushing off that back foot. And now when I step, I land my punch and I step at the same time. Again, I'm here. I step, land my punch, and step at the same time. Now when I land, I'm already landing on the ball of my foot with my heel up. That way I have my hips, my shoulders behind my punch, and I land my cross. All right, so let's do a few of those. Pretty simple concept. It's all about that footwork. You already know how to throw your cross, so just add that footwork and add that fight IQ, and you're going to be able to hit this technique. So hands up. When I go back, make sure not to drop your hands like this. I want to go back with my hands up, and I want to come back with my hands up, landing that cross. So let's do a few together. I'm here. I step back, hands up, I step forward, and I cross. I step back, hands up, I step forward, and I cross. As soon as I land my foot, my cross lands on my opponent. I step back, I step forward. I step back, I step forward. I step back, I step forward. Now I'm going to go a little bit faster. Do it with me. I'm here. Pull back, cross. Pull back, cross. Pull back, cross. Pull back, cross. Remember to bring that leg with you. You don't want to be doing this and then crossing from here. Again, you're not going to have too much of your hip, of your shoulder from your punch or for your punch. And then if they throw other punches, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be at your limit. You're going to be leaning back and not good for you. I want to step, cross, and from there I can angle or I can circle out, have my defense ready to go. Remember, base and balance is key to all of your techniques. All right, guys, so make sure you practice that pull back cross, especially a counter off the hook is a great technique. All right, guys, see you guys in the next video.
If you love this video, consider becoming a super fan. For a very small price, directly support the growth of your favorite Muay Thai channel and get access to exclusive perks only available to super fans. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure to share and like this video, and like always, I can't wait to see you next time.